This is my iron, 883. It's a 2015. Bought it brand new for about 8,000 US dollars. Rode it for a while before I started the project. Once I started, it took me about 2 years to get it to what you see today. There's been a lot of modifications done to the bike, so I wanted to spend a little time going over what I've done. No better place to start than right here at the front. The bike was originally a narrow glide front end. Went ahead and converted it to a mid glide. When doing so, needed to either create some spacers for the original wheels or put different wheels on. I wanted to go with a larger, or I should say wider front tire. So opted to switch out the wheels. Those are XL 1200T from the same model year, a 2015 wheel. It's an 18-inch front. It's got a 120 millimeter front tire on it. When converting to the mid-glide, also then had to change out the fender. That's just a stock Harley mid-glide fender off of any Sportster running the mid-glides. The tubes are 4-inch over. There's a 2-inch extended dampener in the tube, giving me a total of 6 inches of additional length in the front end. It has Genesis springs inside. It's got a headwinds headlight, bottom mount headlight bucket with a chrome trim ring, Custom Dynamics Halo headlight, and the run turn stealth LED lights mounted on some Roland Sand fork tube covers. The handlebars are HD chisel handlebars. I have Performance Machine mirrors and controls, all internally wired, with a Joker Machine top clamp that has integrated the dummy lights right inside there. Those are Biltwell Torquer grips, and I also have a Kyoko throttle assist on the bike. Purchased the high decibel Harley horn, not for its sound, but just because I like the little Harley logo on there. That's mounted to a bracket that had to be fabricated because of the stretch in the frame to utilize the same mounting points for the engine. Moving along to the side of the bike, you'll see that the frame has been stretched. It's 2 inches up with 1 inch out. Also 6 additional degrees in the rake. The trees, those are hog halter triple trees, mid-glide, with 3 degrees of rake in them for an additional 9 degrees total rake done to the front end of the bike. The bike's got forward controls now with Harley-Davidson large mini footboards. We have a Lapera Daytona Sport Daddy Longlegs seat. You will notice that all of the trim on the bike has been changed out from the brushed aluminum, or I think Harley calls it brushed chrome, to polished chrome. And all the black has been done in a gloss black, giving you that nice two-tone black and chrome contrast. I'm running Harley-Davidson Street Glide low-profile air shocks on the rear. That air line is run up and comes out right over here for a fill. The swing arm has been stretched 1 inch And the mounting tabs for the rear shock have been adjusted to give you close to the same ride height and stance that the original 883 had. Coming to the rear of the bike, you will see that I have the 1200T wheel. That's a 17-inch rear wheel with a 170 millimeter rear tire. We've got the Harley-Davidson fender light and alloy art fender strut lights that act as my run, brake, and turn signals. Since I added the fender strut lights and the fender edge light from Harley-Davidson, I no longer needed the stock run, brake, turn signals or the turn signal stalks. So I eliminated those, added the quick detach HD sissy bar, which I also went ahead and filled in the cutout that is originally there for the stalks, giving a nice clean look to that quick detach sissy bar. The license plate has also been relocated down to the bottom mount of the rear shock, and I went ahead and used the OEM license plate light, fabricated a bracket for that so we could reuse that part and illuminate the license plate. And here's a better look at that license plate light. I have a La Rosa saddlebag mounted to the swing arm, as well as a La Rosa tool bag mounted to the down tubes of the bike. Both of the bags have been hard mounted to the frame and or the down tubes there, or the swing arm, excuse me. Have the Willie G Skull Derby cover. Again, like I said, all of the extra bits have been changed out to polished chrome, so you'll see there on the inspection cover. Have the billet aluminum shifter linkage and the Defiance shifter peg. Relocated the coil. Have an Outlaw high flow oil filter and Jags oil cooler added to the bike. Also relocated the speedometer and added the Harley-Davidson analog tack digital speedometer. The tank was originally a 3.1 or 3.3, I forget what the actual spec is on the Harley bike. It was made 2 inches wider, 1 inch taller. The fill port, or the bung, was moved higher up the gas tank. So originally down over here, coming up this way. And of course we've got the chrome flush mount gas cap. The tank was done in a Hypershift Pearl, changing from green to blue. The original iron, you can see the actual original tank right there. So to pay homage to that, the Harley logo was done in that silver with a very light metal flake added to it to give it a little shine in the sun. Also, to give it the tank lift look, instead of just lifting the tank, went ahead and elongated the mounting brackets so that the tank truly is just lifted. Lastly, we'll talk about what I did to the engine. The bike has been converted from an 883 to a 1200 using Harley's Screaming Eagle Stage 4 kit. Went with the highlighted fins. Really wanted that motor to pop in the bike. So it has the performance valves and springs, Also went ahead and added performance rockers, performance tappets. It's got the 560 cams, upgraded clutch, 58 millimeter throttle body, and of course the large air intake. Also has the Arlen Ness MagnaFlow 2-in-1 F-bomb exhaust. The bike also has high flow injectors and the high compression pistons. Everything done to the bike now, it's running a 10-5-1. Converted the belt drive to a chain. It's running a 23 tooth front and a 48 tooth rear. Also, the entire engine has been done up in the Rail collection by Harley Davidson. The bike was dynoed, and you can see that it does 87 foot-pounds, almost 88 foot-pounds of torque, and 102 horsepower. So that was a quick look of my 2015 Iron 883. Now I'm going to go ahead and let you hear how it sounds.